Uh, for the just to clarify on this, like you said, it's whatever interest, it's conditioning, but something is like resisting on it, and like to just discuss, like, see an example. One is singer
One is a
and
singer.
singer
Hmm.
or dancer.
Hmm.
So that's like her expression consciousness want to express in that particular
Yeah.
way it
Yeah.
enjoys.
Yeah.
So is it conditioning or is it like some movement of consciousness in a
Yeah.
certain way?
Everything, including conditioning, is a movement of consciousness. Conditioning is not happening without the will of consciousness. It is consciousness itself playing in these conditioned ways. Okay? So, if we see that everything is a movement of consciousness, then we can forget about the concept of conditioning, because that is surrender. Nothing is mine. All is God's doing. God is the doer. God is the experiencer. Then we don't need to worry about anything. All is dropped. Okay? Now, as part of the play, in the play, it uses this concept of conditioning, means a basket of beliefs, a bundle of ideas which seem relevant to us. Really. But if you see that everything is just consciousness, then there is the simple dropping of all doership, isn't it? There's nothing to worry about, even including the dropping of identity. In fact, it doesn't get picked up because you see that everything is God. That is surrender. To inquire into it and say who is here, which is that, is the inquiry. Both so-called seeming paths lead to the same seeing, that there is no individual doer, all there is consciousness which is playing in this way, and I am that which knows, or am the witness of even this consciousness. Okay? Conditioning only means that which I attach to this me, attach to this pure consciousness, the condition that I seem to attach with my belief. I am this way, I am that way. God is not this way or that way.
So if I understand
Yeah.
correctly, it's like something is referring, I amness is always referring or have kind of attraction to certain traits or certain movement
Yeah.
that call identify, and then if it been questioned to it feel threatened, and
Yeah.
then it reacts. So dropping off that belief system
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah.
And consciousness is only reminding itself that in the play it seems to be working out in a way which is full of suffering and individuality and egotism. Okay? And yet it is all part of the play of consciousness. And this game of reminding goes on within consciousness itself. And something in the play says, yes, this is unreal. This is not the truth of who I am. And there can be a dropping of all of these conditions. And I've also said that the good news is that right now they are dropped. But some things which come to lure you in back into it can seem attractive because of our prior belief in that, our prior interest in something. So it's all interrelated, what we have spoken, because it is the same as openness. To remain in this openness, allow all this luring of the tempting mind to go, is to remain open, just to let it go. And that is surrender. This letting go is surrender. Then, once you find that, okay, this one seems to be picked up very often over here, and as part of the play itself, of course, the suggestion from the master has been, okay, look at this particular identity and inquire into it. You pull that into the inquiry, and you see that there is nobody there with that identity. You see? Then when the messages from the mind come for that identity, there is nowhere for them to land. It's like you deleted that mailbox. then the mind will get a server error. No such mailbox exists. So the dropping of all of these individual attributes, seeker identity, worker identity, family identity, is the dropping of conditioning. Same thing then leads to what? Openness. Now, is it a bad thing to have conditioning? No. If the depends on how you want to play. That's why I keep asking these days, how do you want to play? If the urge is to play in a certain way, like if the urge is to play as a successful businessman or something like that, then there's full freedom to walk down that path. But if you say my urge is freedom, then I will say, okay, drop all the conditioning and let life play out in itself. See, that's why to define it as a play makes it lighter. See, that's why I keep saying it's a play. Because even if you are identified for long, long periods of time, nothing is happening inherently to the truth of who you are. Right? It's just that the play seems to be continuing, just like that character in the Matrix who was sitting there and said, yes, yes, I know all of this is not real, but I enjoy my whatever steak and wine or whatever. What was he eating? I want to play some more. So nothing stops us from playing. But if we are done with the play, we say we want to get out of the matrix, show me the way out, then satsang is for that. The beautiful part is that even within this matrix, to come to the dropping of the false identity leads to a lot of lightness. The heaviness of our untrue beliefs is dropped away. When we lose interest in the matrix, it doesn't mean that the matrix has to vanish. The matrix can still continue to appear. That's why all these expressions are there. Some are Janak, some are Jesus, some are Vibhu. All these various expressions are of those who have dropped the conditioning, and yet in their world the expression continue to move and function. How do they remain? They remain open. And as we are not resisting what is, then that is the end of suffering, except momentarily.